This is it, boys.
Step aside. What is this? How in the world do the clinicians come in for consultations? This has to go.
You can crack it. Try 111. No way. Try 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah!
Lights.
Who the hell are you?
Hi, Dr. Crane, Dr. Musk. We're the Digital 5, and we're here to do a radiology room make better.
Not to mention the two of you.
Hey guys, look at this. It's the old film room. Would you like fries with that? Back in Grandpa's time, they used to bring the films uphill both ways to the radiologist through this window. Someone forgot to tell them this is a filmless department. Films are gone and they're putting in a new MRI scanner.
Hey, dog. I'm reading 78 decibels with just you running your mouth. They're putting a new MRI scanner in next door. Imagine what it's going to sound like when they turn it on. I can't believe the speech recognition could ever work properly in here. The reading room should have sound-absorbing materials, such as curtains, carpets, or acoustic paneling. The effect of ambient noise on voice recognition is likely to be a very important issue as imaging departments make the transition to use of these systems.
Hey Amy, what the heck are these panels? They're completely worthless. They don't block out the sound or the light.
And they're ugly, too.
We need to get you some movable partitions. They'll completely shield out the light and the sound and go all the way up to the ceiling.
Don't forget to put acoustic absorbing materials on these walls.
Let's get rid of this. Don't put drywall inside your reading room. It's not flexible. Instead, put movable flexible panels. Flexible partitions make it a breeze to change the space later on.
You can't find more raggedy lights than these bunk fluorescent lights. I doubt they even have the right ballast. The MRI scanner will cause flicker even worse. They're a source of glare, and you can't even dim them. Let's take it down. Although humans cannot see fluorescent lights flicker, the sensory system in some individuals can somehow detect the flicker. Ever since fluorescent lighting was introduced in workplaces, there have been complaints about headaches, eye strain, and general eye discomfort. Don't your eyes hurt?
Yeah, they do, but it's because of these monitors. Working on them all day make me dizzy and disoriented. These systems were designed for computer geeks like you instead of doctors.
And what about you, Amy?
My head's pounding by the end of the day. Not to mention I can barely see. My eyes are burning so bad.
Amy, speaking of your eyes, let's test your vision. Most radiologists don't have their visual acuity tested on a regular basis. Step up right over there. Okay, can you read line number 3?
T-O-Z.
Now, how about line number 5? That would be 20/40 vision.
S-C-A-R?
A large number of studies of workers using video display terminals, mostly in the 1980s, demonstrated at least temporary loss of visual acuity, known as myopization, and problems with accommodation. This hasn't been adequately investigated yet for radiologists using PACS workstations and monitors.
Amy, I can't believe you can sit in this chair for 5 minutes, let alone 8 hours. There's no lumbar support, there's no armrest, and it doesn't even recline properly. Heck, there's not even a headrest. Slouching can cause the spine to curve outward, putting pressure on their intervertebral discs and possibly leading to acute or chronic back pain or bad posture. Chairs without support for the lower back can result in back problems. A chair that's overly high will cause a radiologist to slide forward or sit upright with his or her back unsupported. The chair's backrest should be adjusted to provide support for the lower spine. Radiologists shouldn't make snap decisions, but should try out chairs for at least a week or so before buying one.
What the hell is this? Rad? Is that your name? Dr. Rad?
No, it's Richie Crane.
Well, Dr. Richard Cranium, haven't you ever heard of HIPAA?
HIPAA mandates a secure personal password and sign-on that is never shared with anyone.
Look at these monsters. They need to go into a museum. These are for the Scar Museum. They're too heavy. I need help here. Separate. CRT monitors take up too much space. They generate way too much heat and you have to calibrate them way too often. Not to mention the electromagnetic radiation coming out of these babies. And the annoying flicker. Get rid of these 5-megapixel whales and trade them in for some 3-megapixel active matrix flat panel displays.
Amy, you're sitting way too low. almost sitting by the floor. Take a look at the top of the monitor. You probably have about a 40-degree angle looking upwards. You should actually be looking downward, somewhere between about 15 and 50 degrees or so.
And your desk is too high. You probably should have one that's adjustable, so at the end of the day, if you want to stand up, your desk should raise right with you.
The human head weighs 8 to 12 pounds. You should avoid looking up and down or twisting. You should look at the monitor as much as possible. Twisting and turning leads to tension in the neck muscles, resulting in neck and shoulder pain and headaches. The monitor and computer should be directly in front of the user. If you have any documents, use a document holder. Richie, your input device is all wrong. First of all, it's a mouse. Second of all, it's not an optical mouse, which you should have if you use a mouse at all. You're holding it at a really awkward position. You should be holding it straight in front of you, and that will decrease your chances of having cubital or carpal tunnel syndrome. But let's get rid of this piece of trash.
Routine use of a mouse and keyboard on a PACS workstation can be the cause of strain and repetitive motion injury. One should avoid using the mouse and use alternate input devices, such as gamepads, ergonomic mice and keyboards, or multimedia controllers. If you have to use the mouse, then alternate hands. Use the wrist rest if other input devices are not available.
And don't even get me started with the temperature in this room. The ideal temperature should be between about 68 and 75 degrees. The ideal humidity should be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 40 to 60%. If you don't control the humidity, then you're going to have problems.
You know, Dr. Siegel, you're right. It is way too hot over here. We need to install individual temperature and ventilation controls, and then it would be just like my hybrid.
Dr. Paul Nagy.
You need to get a cranking sound system in here. Music is great at drowning out background noises. It really helps me focus on the task at hand and makes for a more productive work environment. Music, or white noise, may have a positive impact on productivity and may reduce fatigue. Radiologists should listen to trance, rap,
R&B,
Crunk Southern Rock.
classical.
What is that awful smell? It smells like a high school locker room in here. Here it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, it's my gym shorts and my socks. I've been practicing really hard and I haven't had a chance to wash my clothes this week. I've just got to make the University of Maryland Radiology Department's basketball team.
No problem, Richie. Soon you'll all be getting some quality time together on a basketball court.
Richie, you're way too close to the monitor. You should be at least 25 inches away. Haven't you ever heard of the resting point of vergence?
The what?
The resting point of vergence is the distance at which the eyes converge, relax in total darkness. And the stress of convergence contributes to more to visual discomfort than stress of accommodation. Another way to reduce eye strain is to match the ambient room light with monitor brightness. It's really important to make sure there's a balance between monitor brightness and ambient room light. Here's a study from Baltimore, VA. When the ambient room light was turned up too high with the fluorescent lights on all the way, the radiologists had to window level 80% of the cases, and when the room light matched the brightness of the monitor, the radiologist had to use window level in only 40% of the cases.
Yeah, Bonnie.
Send a report, he'll call you back.
Look at all this junk. There's too much going on here. We need to consolidate everything down into one single system, and everything should be reachable without stretching.
All the information systems should be within easy reach of the radiologist, without the radiologist twisting and turning.
I can't overemphasize the need for a task light instead of the overhead light and its effect on radiologist performance, accuracy, and fatigue. Our studies at the Baltimore VA show that radiologists' diagnostic sensitivity for finding pathology was actually higher for LCDs than CRTs. Another study showed that the percentage of radiologists who complained of a high level of fatigue dropped from 50% to 0% when the room light matched monitor brightness. The scariest thing of all is that the diagnostic accuracy rate dropped by 11% when the ambient light was high.
Visual guys, take care of my light work. Richie and Amy, we have some serious wardrobe adjustments to make. If you want your clinical colleagues to respect you, you have to look and act the part. Let's go, guys.
Okay, guys, now that the suit with the big head and the little cigar's gone, we can really get something accomplished. 1, 2, 3, break! Take a look at this crappy old analog clock, Steve. What do you think about it?
Every computer has a clock. What do we need this for? Hey boys, here's another one for the museum pile.
This is like a bulletin board. Hasn't anybody heard of the age of electronic communication?
Uses tape. I've used a tape since I was 4. Tax on, tax off. Tax on, tax off.
Amy, darling, it's not just about one X-ray after another. You need to find some balance in your life. I think that someone else needs to encourage her, besides her mother. Digital 5, can you help?
I tell her all the time there's more to life than radiology. She gets home and hits the books, then jumps onto the internet. You know, I'd kind of like to go out salsa dancing with that dreamboat Emilio myself.
Let's take it up a notch today. Packs on, packs off. Packs on, packs off. Come on, spaghetti arms. Keep going. I need another drink. Where's Ryan? Ryan! You got it. Hi, Mary. This is Amy and Richie.
Hey, Amy. Hey, Richie. Welcome to the salon.
Get rid of the ponytails, let the hair flow, do some highlights.
Definitely. She'll be a whole new girl.
Good. Now, Richie, on the other hand, I think is going to be a bigger challenge for you.
I'd say so. So, what do you think?
I love it.
Me too. It looks great.
Wow, she looks great. Can you do that to me too?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I just saw the incredible makeover you did on those two. Could you please help my husband? He desperately needs it. Please, sir. Please. I'm begging you.
Centricity now. Centricity now. Centricity now. You want to create your own personalized reading area, and one way to do that is with aromatic candles. Richie, here's some lavender mist for you. Amy, here's some mint garden.
Pretty good.
Hey, have you thought about that makeover for my husband? Please, sir, please.
Pipe down. I'm sick and tired of hearing from you.
No more from you. Doesn't matter what the lighting is.
Okay, all right, guys, enough. We clearly need some outside help.
Let's get a digital tele-video consultation with Cheryl Schultz of the Environments Group.
Okay. I'm setting it up now. There we go.
Hi, this is Cheryl at the Environments Group. How can I help you?
Hey, Cheryl, it's a Digital 5 again.
Hi, you guys. How have you been?
We've got a real tough nut to crack this time. The old Baltimore VA Medical Center reading room.
Can you guys tell me about the room? Describe the acoustics, the environment.
Terrible lighting.
All the wrong tables and chairs.
And it has awful acoustics.
Would you please take us shopping?
What do you guys think of this plan? I'll run over to the merchandise mart. We'll run into some of the showrooms, take a look at some of the furniture that may be appropriate, and get your reaction. Hi guys, we're here at the Merchandise Mart. One of the first things we should be looking at to solve your challenge at the Baltimore VA is the seating. It's got a pneumatic height adjustment. The back of the chair has a very nice feature. It's a very breathable fabric. It's almost like a net webbing.
Cheryl, I don't like that color.
Here's a great ergonomic seating solution that I think just might do the trick for you. The seating has what we call a pelican cloth. It breathes with the user. There's no heat buildup. The back has an adjustable height as well. It's got many bells and whistles, as many bells and whistles as the radiologists at the Baltimore VA.
That's better.
Next, let's talk about a solution for the walls for the reading room. A solution of a demountable height partition, I think, could solve the trick for the reading room.
That looks great.
We're all too familiar with the hard surface flooring in many a hospital. Carpeting's another key solution to the acoustical balance of the reading room.
Intriguing.
Righteous.
Pimpin'. Fantastic.
Fascinating.
Thanks, that was really crunk. Thanks, Cheryl. We really appreciate the help from our architect friends and colleagues.
I want the pod over there.
No, we should put it over there.
No, definitely not.
No.
Over there.
I'm the furnished guy. I say it goes right there. That's right.
Buddy, for acoustics, it's not gonna work.
I'm telling you it will.
Wow. This is amazing.
They thought of everything.
They did.
The typical radiologist already has up to a dozen or more sign-ons and passwords to remember nowadays. You want to make it as easy as possible for the radiologist to sign on, and more importantly, sign off. The two best ways to do this are to use biometric devices such as this fingerprint recognition technology, or using radio frequency ID cards. The best thing about the RFIDs is that you can sign on and sign off automatically.
Oh, and the lights are absolutely perfect. No flicker, it's dim. Oh, it's wonderful.
I'm the man. Yeah. Looking good.
Okay, Amy, let's test out those new contact lenses of yours. What's the smallest line that you can read on the chart?
CASEMC. Wait, made in the USA.
What a great place to work.
The Digital 5 are unbelievable.
Remember the old ventilation fan that you had in your room? I think the new ventilation with your workstation is going to really be awesome.
Each radiologist should be able to control his or her own temperature and ventilation. If you want to act cool, you have to be cool. What's too hot for one radiologist might be too cold for another. If you can do this in your car on the 20-minute commute into work in the morning, you should certainly be able to do this for the many hours you sit at a computer workstation.
Is that lavender? Oh, no more gym smell. That's amazing.
The sweet smell of success. Look at that carpet.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful.
The sound levels are back below 65 decibels, even with the MR scanner running full blast. The acoustic absorbing carpets, panels, and wall tiles are really doing the trick.
Crunksome, dude. Our research at the Baltimore VA suggests that the optimal number of monitors for general radiography is probably 2. There was a major improvement in reading time going from 1 monitor to a 2-monitor workstation, but very little difference between a 2 and a much more expensive 4-monitor configuration. We think that 2 is probably also the ideal number for other modalities such as CT and MRI. In the future, we'll probably migrate to high-resolution color monitors, which can provide color information for PET-CT, ultrasound, and color overlays for CAD and other decision support tools. Some radiologists prefer a 3rd color monitor for work lists, the electronic medical record as well.
Amy and Rich, the digital transformation is now complete. You guys look great. And the digital reading room looks great too. We're counting on you to become apostles, digital apostles. Spread the word and make sure everybody else does as well as you have. Digital 5, it's time for us to go. Our work is done.
Thanks so much.
Okay, boys, let's get the show on the road. Bruce, turn on the TV.
I can't. The remote doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
King of style. Can't even turn on a TV.
Light boy, help me out here.
Sure. Here you go.
Hey, look. It's Amy in the new Radiology Reading Room.
Hey, look, Richie's rocking his paddles.
Good job, Rich. Rich's got it. Packs on, packs off. Packs on, packs off. Packs on, packs off. All this work makes me thirsty. Boys?
Your Excellency.
Thank you, Steve. Amateurs. Good job, Rich. He's got his aromatic candles.
That's nice.
It's all about style. You want to smell good, you want to look good, and Rich has it.
Look, Richie's standing up at his workstation. He seems really happy about it.
That's great. The way he's standing up, he can crank the cases out at the end of the day. He's putting less strain on his back. This is great. What's that?
Look at that. One swipe of his finger and he's in.
That's really crunk.
That's dope.
We installed dimmable lights in there, so they don't have to worry about the fluorescent lights being on or off. They can control the ambient light in the room.
What in the world is Amy doing?
Look, Elliot, she's using the 20-20-20 rule.
The 20-20-20 rule states you should look at a spot about 20 feet away for 20 seconds every 20 minutes. You build the collaboration room the right way, and they will come.
That's righteous.
That's really crunk.
Hey, when are they gonna put Richie in the game?
Take it easy, Steve. He'll get in the game. If he doesn't, they're just gonna lose.
Hey, look, they're putting Richie in the game.
Yeah, and he's open.
Pass it to him, you fools.
Oh my god, 8 seconds to go and they're behind by 1.
Hey, you see that? Yeah.
Gentlemen, tonight's a magical night. It's the 1-year anniversary and the first day that Amy and Emilio met.
Nice.
Yeah, she told him it was gonna be a surprise and to let her make all the arrangements.
They should go out and play video games. That's a great way to spend your anniversary.
Nah, forget the video games. The Star Trek convention has an all-night showing.
Oh, I remember. Amy's taking your boyfriend Emilio out to the Havana Club. It's gonna be a disaster when he finds out she can't dance.
Don't worry, ladies. It's been taken care of. I've personally prepped Amy, and she has the moves.
The Havana Club is the hottest salsa club in town.
The best cigars and the tastiest wine list.
Forget the cigars and wine list. They got the maddest sound system in town.
Shouldn't they just practice somewhere before they go salsaing in public?
Quiet, Propellerhead. Sit back and watch. They're going out to the dance floor.
I can't bear to watch this. I'll close my eyes.
Open your eyes, fairies. Take a look at this. Watch and learn.
She's dancing.
Look at him go.
Now that's the way you salsa. Sit down. Snaps to Amy and Emilio. Thanks to me, they're gonna be okay. The toast to Amy, Richie, and the Baltimore Bay research team.
Here, here. Things keep getting better.
Ryan, get me a martini. Shake it, not stir it. Amateurs. It's all about style, not substance. Alright, ladies, do all my legwork for me. What kind of a man drinks a chocolate martini?